Alrighty everyone, and welcome back. We are on round 5.
Round 5 of the first part.
So, this time we have Isaac versus Eve. So, as I mentioned in the last video, we have science versus magic.
Quite an amazing little feature there. But before we get into that, let's recap with the last fight. Jay Kavanaugh versus Assistant Ray. They were fighting on Skyworld, which I'd say Palutena is pretty pissed. So, but yeah, throughout the fight it was actually pretty short-lived because both fighters kept losing their footing.
Yeah, and Jay got really arrogant and decided he wasn't going to use the extra life.
Yeah, so he threw the flag away, but lost a life immediately right after that. And however, even when Ray got the smash ball, it wasn't enough to take down Mr. Kavanaugh.
Just nicked him a little bit.
Yep, and he claimed the victory. So, lucky little. But anyway, let's get into our next fight with Isaac versus Eve. Here we go. Where shall they take us today?
3, 2, 1,
the Wii Fit stage. Well, I'd say both need one hell of a workout.
Who will
Oh, and Eve immediately loses a... Oh, man.
Now, when I made these two, I made them gunners. Isaac, obviously, because, you know, he's a science nerd and, you know, he'd be the inventor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With Eve, I did it because if you, like, this was an RPG, she would be the black mage. So, I thought it'd make sense if she had, like, projectiles that looked like lightning and stuff.
Well, I'd say you did really well.
But, like, with this one, that's why I gave Isaac, like, the bombs for specials. Whereas Eve has, like, the electricity, and I figured she should have a reflector.
Makes sense. And so far, Isaac is in the lead.
I gave Isaac the healing one because it seemed like something he would invent.
And both definitely have shields on those too. One reflector, the other an absorber. If I saw that correct. Yep.
Oh, he's definitely using it to an advantage.
And I believe Eve has a reflector.
Yeah, she has the reflector.
Alrighty.
But it does damage if he gets too close, so...
Yeah, well, magic versus science indeed.
You know, that looked like there was 2 smash balls for a minute.
Yeah, I know. The reflection in the background.
Yeah.
Well, so far, who's gonna get this? Eve gains the upper hand. But
Or did she?
I don't know.
Oh, point blank.
Oh, right to the face. Mr. Anderson goes down.
What was that thing he said at the end of the Taste Bud Crusher burger? Not the glasses!
Yeah, not the glasses, and Kavanaugh gave him a little bit of a beating he'll never forget.
So that happens when you mess with Kavanaugh's headband.
Yeah. But then, Jay does have a little bit of an anger issue, sometimes.
Yes.
And if I saw that right, I believe that Pokemon is Abomasnow.
It is.
Yes, I know there have been a lot of memes about that too. I'm not even gonna...
I haven't even seen any of the memes. Oh, the Obama show?
Yeah. And Zorak grabs Eve and just beats the crap out of her as she loses another life. Mr. Anderson is definitely claiming a lot in this fight. Oh!
Well, she definitely got out of that one quick.
Yeah, the bug claw shot from Skyward Sword. Yes, people, I am a giant Legend of Zelda fan, so sue me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's really nothing wrong with that, because you yourself are a Zelda fan too.
Yes.
And this fight continues, both definitely keeping each other on their feet. Oh, and Eve loses another life.
Oh man, she's really gonna have to step it up.
Man, Isaac is just tearing it up. For a nerd who's not exactly what you would call strength material, he's definitely doing a good job.
Well, like Batman, he's got his gadgets and technology. Oh, and the brain. You can't forget the brains.
Don't ever compare him to Batman.
not the worst thing I could have compared to Batman.
I guess not. I'd say the silhouette of the Wii Fit trainer back there is enjoying herself.
But I would say if anyone comes close, he's the Batman of the group.
I would definitely say so. I'd say Mr. Miyamoto would probably be the Robin.
Probably.
But then what does that make? Oh, and Isaac loses another life, but what does that make Jay and Artemis? Artemis I wouldn't exactly call the Joker.
No. Well,
Or Jay for that matter.
Jay, if I are comparing them to Justice League, I actually could see Jay as the Flash just because of the attitude and how he was in the animated series.
What about Artemis?
Artemis? What to say? Maybe one of the Green Lanterns?
Oh, and a nice shot from the smash ball by Mr. Anderson. Eve is on her final life with Isaac still having 3.
I know how this looks, and quite frankly, if I was a betting man, I still think I'd go with Isaac. However, that does not mean any... Oh.
Well, this fight's over.
Just kidding!
The winner is Isaac. Well, I guess having a, being a boy genius and all that definitely has its perks.
Yes. Alright, so because we have 13 contestants, let's see, the next fight...
The first round is over.
Plug that in before we lose the game.
Indeed. We have to plug in a battery so none of y'all will lose the next material. But that is the end of round 1 for this tournament. So as we did say before, that with the next round, 3 contestants, or 3 combatants will challenge 3 new ones.
No, actually, this one, because there's 13 contestants, this next one is going to be Rissa versus Ben.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
3 new combatants will be in the next round.
I thought you meant 3 people in the fight.
That's quite alright. But yes, but for the next round, we have Rissa taking on a newcomer, Ben. Then we have Nate taking on Mr. Ken Miyamoto. For the next fight, we have Jay taking on his most powerful assistant, Kimmy. And then for the last fight, we have Isaac versus Artemis Roth. And hopefully Artemis will claim a victory here, seeing how Diana and Richter failed. But
so, we will see you guys next time.
that is the end of round 1. Tune in for round 2 coming up next.